Reacher Season 3, Episode 4 offers a little more insight into the title character's backstory, including the lessons he learned from his commanding officer, General Leon Garber. Based on Lee Child's Persuader, Reacher Season 3 sees the ex-soldier go undercover. During Reacher's time in the military, General Garber played an instrumental role in Reacher's life as he imparted wisdom to his subordinate, who in turn taught what he learned to his team. Reacher Season 3 continues the series' trend of making some changes to Lee Child's Jack Reacher books. One such change is the introduction of General Garber. While Garber appeared in several of the Jack Reacher books, Persuader isn't one of them. Told through flashbacks, the fourth episode in the third installment of the Reacher series reveals the origins of one of the most famous quotes Alan Ritchson's character likes to say and how the Special Investigators Unit came to be. Jack Reacher is a man of few words who is strict about following rules, and one he refuses to break is assumptions kill in an investigation. Assumptions kill was first heard in Reacher Season 2 and was repeated throughout the show's third season. Given how many times Reacher says it, it's easy to conclude that he came up with that rule himself. However, Reacher Season 3 reveals that nugget of wisdom was something he learned from General Garber. In the fourth episode of Reacher Season 3, the title character tells his helper, Dominique Cole, that assumptions kill. The iconic line means that it's best to gather all the facts before making a conclusion. The rule has served Reacher well throughout his career, as he always makes sure to leave no stone unturned in his investigations. Reacher Season 3 reveals that he broke that rule when he discovered that Xavier Quinn, a man he thought he had killed, was still alive despite never seeing his body. While Reacher Season 3, Episode 4 delves into what he learned from his commanding officer, it also shows the kind of boss he was to Cole. After Cole put all the pieces together and gathered enough information that would put Quinn behind bars, Reacher insisted that she be the one to bring him in so no one would doubt the role she played in his arrest. Unfortunately, Cole never returned after she went to bring Quinn in. When Reacher noticed the time passing and Cole's continued absence, he knew something had gone wrong. As he frantically tried to figure out what happened to Cole, Garber was there to remind him to work the clues. Reacher followed his mentor's advice and deduced that Quinn had kidnapped Cole so that she could tell him who the officer in charge of his case was, since without him, then Quinn would walk away. While working the clues, he also figured out that Reacher Season 3's villain was keeping Cole in a secluded place where no one would hear her screaming as he tortured her. Reacher has been particularly ruthless in the show's third season, and it's no wonder why, seeing as he is hunting down the man who tortured and killed someone who was an important part of his life. When Garber manages to pinpoint where exactly Quinn's house is located, he tells Reacher to do it once and do it right. After what Quinn had done to Cole and Frasconi, it was clear that Reacher wouldn't let him walk away alive. Garber's advice was simply a reminder that Reacher should kill Quinn in one shot and not give him a chance to fight back. Reacher takes Garber's lesson and shoots Quinn. Do it once, do it right reveals that Reacher and Garber share the same sense of justice when it comes to catching bad guys, and are willing to be ruthless if it means that the villain will get punished. Before Reacher created the 110th Special Investigations Unit, Garber got him a helper who could assist him with his caseload. At the time he met Cole, Alan Ritchson's character didn't even have a chair in his office, signaling to his workmates that he prefers solitude. Garber insisted that he take on Cole because she wasn't a soup sandwich, and was instead a doer, so he wouldn't have to babysit her. Reacher and Cole took a liking to each other as they both loved their jobs and were meticulous with their work. Although Cole didn't become a special investigator, she played a significant part in Reacher forming his team because she showed him that it was possible to find people who excelled at their jobs. If it wasn't for Garber introducing the two and telling Reacher that he might need MPs to help with his cases, so he could focus on the important ones, then he probably wouldn't have had the ideas for the 110th Special Investigations Unit. As it finally dawned on Reacher that Quinn had kidnapped Cole and was torturing her so that she could give up her boss's name, his mind began to spiral as his thoughts went through the worst possible outcome in the situation. Garber, however, was there to center him as he reminded Reacher what he had always taught him, which was to never get distracted from the exact job at hand. This was the signal that Reacher needed to block out the noise and focus on finding his mentee instead. His mind changed from spiraling to gathering information that could lead him to Cole. Garber has clearly been an inspiration to Alan Ritchson's character as seen in season 3 of the show, and he will probably be a recurring character in the future Reacher seasons.